Hey everyone, this is our iteration release video for the product marketing group for May 18th. I'm going to hand over to Jess, go around the room, see what we worked on this iteration.
Thank you. I'm just going to share my screen. So I'm going to talk about two things for this sprint. The first one is a solutions page for InnerSource, which was a page we hadn't actually touched in like the 3 years this team has been together. So it's finally getting an update. Following kind of the same pattern as our solutions pages do. Desperately needed that update, so that's great. And then the second thing actually started as something I worked with the growth team on, but I think we're going to use it across many things, including the marketing site. So it's this, not necessarily going to be in this hero, but it's this AI code suggestions animation. So this is just an example of one Python version where we can actually translate translate languages with code suggestions. So you type in this little code and it can tell you, oh, you want to do it in Spanish, hola, adios, etc. It does it in a bunch of different languages, and we have videos of things it can do. So that'll be really cool. Once we have that, we can use it across many different things. I got blocked, unfortunately, for a couple of the other things I was working on. So hopefully those will go out next sprint, but I will pass it to Mateo.
You just share my screen. All right. So first, the smaller things I was working on, the Atlanta page for the world tour still needed some changes in content, so I was doing that. Small follow-up to the tracking in the solutions page that I did last iteration. I also worked on migrating a bunch of pages. That's the Bitpanda page, Signicat, and the Synchrotron Soleil page. And then most of my iteration went into the Solutions AI page, which is this one. Has this animation which plays as you scroll, then a few new components down here. And that's it for my iteration. I'll pass it over to Laura.
Thanks. This iteration, I did a couple of the case study migrations. I don't know if we show those, but I guess I can. They look familiar, and this sort of thing. I think these are the only visible things that I did, and they're waiting for the customer's approval. So they're not live yet. These are just the review apps. Otherwise, I did my very last, hopefully, navigation release for a little while, and got that out to add the GitLab page to the top level navigation. I fixed up some links on the solutions pages. Some of those cards were going to other links. I removed the A/B test from our buyer experience repository. This was the A/B test that was testing the free trial button in the navigation with like the regular black button or like a Gleam black button. It ran for like 2 weeks and it was like an exact tie. So we're keeping the control like the regular black button. But someday we'll get a Gleam into our repository. And then other than that, oh yeah, just more fixes. We removed one of the case studies from the small business page and fixed up a few links on that page as well. And then I updated the template for our case studies. Some of them, the links on the case study template didn't have Google Analytics tracking, so updated that so that Dennis can track everything that he needs. I think that's it for me, and I'll go to Miguel.
Thank you. I share my screen. This iteration, I also worked in a case study, customer case study, which went live. I used the same template that we have for customers, so that was good. And I also migrated a bunch of icons that were logos, company logos, from the Sleepers repo to the buyer experience repo. And also I started working on a first version of the code suggestions component, which hopefully will have a demo next week, and yeah, next iteration. Yeah, that's for me. I'll pass it over to Justin.
Yeah, that's what I highlight. Something when Miguel removed the logos from slippers, it reduced like one of our largest JS packages by 300 or 300K just for moving those from. So that was every single page was loading that in. So it's nice that they're gone, but everything still works good. So that was a huge win there. Thanks, Miguel. And Avisa's out. Chat a few things he worked on. He fixed some logos issues, customer case studies. He also migrated a bunch of things over, custom case studies like everyone else. I did task him to find all of /handbook and or /company pages in buyer experience. There's still link to those as the handbook is being ripped out into its new repo, new domain. Some of these are less important, but we have links on our competitor pages, dev tool pages, stuff like that we want to make sure that when those pages migrate over, it's not a redirect to get to the new handbook page. Those are like a first link. So we have it all documented so we can jump on those right away. As well as, and he did another size thing. We, with Laura's help, he pushed up like the large image compression MR, and he saved us with this pass about 50 megs of image size that is no longer being loaded on the site. So another big win there for page speed and mobile optimization. And I think that's about it. Thank you, everyone.